You are listening to the Marc Guzman Podcast Experience. The City of Richmond recently passed Measure L, which is a rent control and just cause eviction ordinance. It limits how much a landlord can raise rents and also places restrictions, allowing only for very specific reasons in which a landlord can evict a tenant. Rent control and just cause ordinances have been in effect in various cities such as San Francisco, Oakland, and Berkeley for many years. There are plenty of arguments that are in favor or against rent control. I don't mean to make this Ask Marc Anything episode an argument for or against it. But people are curious, since my office is located in Richmond, if the recent passage of the ordinance has hurt my business. And the answer is simply no, it has not. In fact, the passage of Measure L has given my business a small boost. The ordinance has a lot of paperwork and logistic requirements that many landlords prefer not to deal with. Many landlords that self-manage are now switching to hiring a property manager that is familiar with the ordinance. The ordinance requires your property to be registered for a business license. Then you have to register the property with a citywide rental inspection program. Then, if applicable, you need to register your units with the local fire department for the fire prevention inspections. After all this, you then get to register with the rent board. Once you are all set, all paperwork providing notices or making changes to the lease agreement and terms must be submitted to the city's rent board. They make it easy in that you can upload all the documents online, but there is a process to follow. You must serve the tenant correctly, and you must provide a copy of all the paperwork, including proof of service, to the rent board. If paperwork is done incorrectly, the entire notice or lease changes can be voided, and you have to start from the beginning. For example, I see so many notices going out without a copy of the Richmond Rent Board brochure. The ordinance clearly states that the city brochure must be attached to all paperwork served upon the tenant. Meaning, if you legally raise the rent or provide a notice to change the lease terms, leaving the city brochure out would void your notice, and you will have to serve the notice again, restarting the process. As you can tell, staying on top of the ordinance is very important with all the changes the city makes as it continues to implement the program. For this reason, many landlords are switching to a property manager.